welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all. Alright, so y'all about to watch me prep for my first one-on-one lash class that I'm having today. The girl's on her way, so I'm currently setting up. So this is her lash kit right here. I'm kind of gonna take her stuff out. This is what I'll be giving to her at the end. Everything will be all packaged together. As you can see, some stuff is in here, not everything, but some. Got the tape, mascara wand, glue ring, lash band, the iPads, charger for the lash band, etc., etc. So this is what I was using to clean the board. So I'm kind of gonna work forward. Hey, so welcome.
This is so nice. I'm making a TikTok video.
Your TikTok?
Yes. I'm sorry though, like I didn't need to be so late.
It's good. And I'm actually gonna order the food now, being that we are running late, and they are gonna take long too because of the weather.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You want to be in it?
You could do one without me and then one with me.
Okay. Okay.
You taking it?
No. I just want to make sure it's good. Okay. I'm gonna do it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, you did like a whole, like you tried. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at me.
I'm ready, girl.
All right, so this is your chair right here. Let me just make sure I am gonna be recording this. So it's up to you whenever you're ready to sit. Let me just make sure the camera too low. Say hey.
Hi. Okay.
You seen on the board? It's on the board?
Yes. I'm so excited.
Okay, so this is my first lash class, so excuse me if I'm a little, nervous.
That's okay.
But Okay, so first thing we're gonna start off with is the manual.
Okay.
So we're going over the manual. We're not gonna go over exactly the whole thing because of the time. But we're gonna get over the important stuff, and of course you can read this at home.
Okay.
And then we're gonna be more hands-on because that's what's really the most important. You getting hands-on. So, okay. So there's a lot of papers, like 73. But yeah, it is. And some people don't even give a lot, to be honest, too. Because when I took my class, I didn't even get this actually. They emailed it to us. The lady, she emailed it to us, and it was like 10 pages. So all the knowledge I have, I learned on my own, basically.
Alright.
Yeah. And plus, I went to school, some license and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So I will be making copies of these. That's why I didn't staple them yet, but I will staple them. And it's probably gonna be too thick to staple now. I think about it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This is thick, y'all. I probably won't be able to staple this. But okay. So, class A volume lash training, the activate luscious bar, right? And then in the back of it is showing the table of contents if you want to read it.
So this is basically like a whole book, basically.
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and volume lashes. So the classic eyelashes are like the single ones. We apply one single eyelash onto each one, and then volume, of course, is handmade fans we make, or there's pre-made ones, but it's multiple lashes on one, of course, and you apply it to one lash, right? When you're putting on the lashes, make sure you're putting on one lash, not like multiple, because when lashes grow, they're not going to grow at the same time. So if they grow uneven, now it's going to hurt the client when, you know, they're trying to brush it, or like when they wake up in the morning, you know. Okay, so now working with curls, right? So look at the direction of your client's natural lashes. Are they smooth? Are they curly or downward facing? Do they grow straight, or do they grow in different directions? Because you're going to experience many different people's eyes. Like, you may think like, oh, everybody's eyes are the same, you know. Like, I get clients all the time, some of their lashes just be bushy, like all over the place. I get some clients that's lashes just completely straight, some that just curly. Like, yeah, everybody's different. So also, of course, before you start, you want to make sure you brush in your lashes before you start. So yeah, everyone is different. The curl of natural lashes differ from person to person, and may even differ from the eyelid. For this reason, it is important that we carry a variety of lash extensions to accommodate all potential clients. So the list of curls is ever expanding. Even if you do like a certain style, and let's say somebody wants you to do the same style that they see you may post, or whatever they want you to do it, you can do it, of course. But if they see like a difference, just let them know like everybody's eye shape is different. So you did do the same thing, but it just doesn't look the same, maybe because your eye shape is different, or whatever the case may be, right? So just let them be aware of that, because a lot of people think that they're gonna be exactly 100%. Everything is not gonna be 100% all the time. You could get it as close as possible, but it's not gonna be exactly the same for each person, because of the eye shapes and stuff. So we have downward eyes, further eyes, wide set eyes, close set eyes, modulated eyes, deep set eyes, upturned eyes, and almond eyes, right? And it is like testing you. So this paper right here, like you can read this paper front and back, and then be able to test yourself to see like which ones, yeah. So lash mapping, I don't do this, but as a beginner, like, we can go over that. But I personally like to eyeball things, because I don't have time to keep putting out on each client and writing down. Like, you ever seen people do that? Like never seen the lash map? Okay, but yeah. So this is right here. So like you will put it like, you know, like the gel pad in the eye. Okay, so you will place this on top of it, and then you will write the lengths that you're using, just so you won't forget. But me, I can remember, and especially if somebody's using only 2 lengths or 3 lengths or whatever, it's easy for me to remember. But if you're using more than 3, then of course you can write it down. For me, like I said, I personally don't use it. I just, you know, eyeball things. But we can definitely go over it for you. Yeah, so that's what lash mapping is. This will read the whole thing. Consultation. So definitely before each client, I definitely want anything. So these are the tweezers. These are the volume tweezers. These are the isolation tweezers. And you're going through the lashes. And then this is for the classic.
Only use that for the classic, or
yeah, classic. Okay. It's funny because when I took my class, they only had this and this. So I was practicing volume with classic. So like I said, I really taught myself a lot. Like I was trying so hard to use this, and I'm in the class. The first day I was like, yo, like I don't know. I'm like, damn, this is hard. Like, but you know, that was like for the very first time I was trying to make a fan. But then as I kept practicing, when I got home, I'm like, yeah, it's lit. Like, but once I got volume tweezers, it was way easier. So I'm like, she just gave me the wrong tweezers, and I didn't know that they actually had like. I mean, I saw different tweezers, but I thought it was just like. I thought it was like fashion or something like that, like curl. But once I was like doing so volume tweezers, I was like, oh, it's more like a sharp look. So
repeat one more time. Which one?
So isolation is the more straightforward one. So when you're going through the lashes, of course, right? Just pressing it, and then this is classic, right? It has more of like a J shape. And then we have the volume tweezer, and this is more like an L. So it's more like, yeah. So these three tweezers will be your besties. Me currently, I don't do classic lashes anymore, but when I started off, that's what I did have them in my services. So as a beginner, of course, if you want to add it, you can add it, and if whenever you want to take it out, you can take it out. Me personally, I don't want to do classic lashes anymore. Everybody wants volume, more of a dramatic look, so I just don't want it on my services, and it takes more time too as well. But it's good to do it when you first start off. Don't just jump right into what you think is popping and popular. Like get your hands on like whatever, and then as you adapt to everything, you can start putting things out, and also see what people want, because you may have some adults that may want to book you and they don't want no
dramatic.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely they see that, they go, oh yeah, I want that more of a natural look. Just know classic does take more time, because like I said, it's one single lash being applied into one of your eyelashes, and then if you want them to be full, of course you want to make it look full, so you are going to be doing more versus volume. If it's thick, now boom boom boom, it's going to fill up quicker, and you're not going to be applying as much lashes as you would as classic. So that's that. Do you have any questions so far? Save money, then you can stick at home. Like there's no exact answer. Okay, so this is the taping techniques that we're gonna go over as well. This is the taping back, droopy lids, reaching tricky inner corners. Right, so it means you'll put the tape like right here, and then it'll be able to spread out to where you can see the little hair. It says right here in the inner corner. But if you just like have the gel pad, you can see all the lashes more better with the light on it and then the gel pad. But now if you really want to get the inner corners, you want to put that tape right there and spread it. And then also to lift the eyelid a little bit. So of course when you're doing the eyelashes, their lashes, the eyes will be closed. So what I do is I put the tape right here and I just lift it up slightly. Their eyes are not going to be completely open, but it's going to lift up just a little bit so I can see a little better. And now isolating / revealing bottom layers of lashes. So this but if you want, you can do it. Basically it's just allowing you to lift some lashes up and then be able to see like the rest of the lashes at the bottom. And also too, that means you're putting the tape on the lash extensions already. But everybody's that I be going through lashes to make sure. So yeah. And of course you're not gonna, here's the thing, you're not gonna lash exactly every eyelash, because you may not even know one eye has up to 60 to 120 lashes.
Individuals, but like with strip glue. So that it was.
On yourself?
No, like I have a mannequin at home, but it was not like. I mean, I have videos. It's okay. I give it like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. So when did you start practicing?
I could say like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. So how you find me?
Instagram, girl. I don't even know. I put like lashtech, and then I just seen like I was just you know, with just premium and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I see this girl, she went to school for it and stuff. I'm like, okay, I trust her more because other girls I don't see like they actually like, you know,
went to school,
yeah, like, you
license,
know,
yeah.
So I'm like, let me just go with the better option.
Yep.
And you all the way in the Bronx. I live in Brooklyn, girl.
Yeah,
So
I'm like, this girl's traveling.
Yeah, so I'm like, I gotta do what I gotta do, so
yeah, because I definitely know some lash chicks out there, so I'm like, wow, she's coming all the way out here.
Yeah, for sure.
And the fact that you my first person too, so I'm like, wow, she really trusts me. So, yeah, that's good. So, I didn't see in the bag over there. Let me check over as well. Definitely for the
I also seen a I don't know, somebody said like before you do lashes not to put lotion or like greasy hands. Is that true?
So, you do want to make sure your hands is cleansed. But I tell my clients to not come with any oil-based products on their face because oil does not work well with around the eye area. So yeah, but if you do have clients that come in, you will want to get them a lash bath. So it's up to you whether you want to charge them or if you want to put it in your service already. But I always give my clients a lash bath before I start their lashes. So I have lash shampoo as well if you would like that. I'll be giving you extra that I just like decide to add on is the consent forms.
Okay.
So yeah. So from the features.
And how much do you usually charge for the consent forms if I want like more?
If you want more? Yeah. So it depends on the quantity of doing it. But this is something really serious. Like I don't know if you ever saw somebody posted something about their eye, like their eye was red.
Like some people have allergic reaction. I be saying like I don't want to risk that at all. But
you get sued over that now. Like you in jeopardy. Like man, no. That could all be avoided if you just give them a consent form. And now if they sign it and something does happen, it's not your fault because they could have lied or something they didn't know. But you asked them and they signed. So you know. It's not like they weren't aware. That's that. Do you have any questions so far?
No, just listening.
Okay.
I like the color. I love pink.
Okay, good. So you got the good color. Because I was thinking too, I was like, I don't know, because some people may take my class, they may have like a blue logo, green or whatever, and I got pink. But it's up to you whenever if you ever decide to change or whatever, you can definitely change the color tweezers. Because of course you would need to purchase more tweezers. Eventually they're gonna start changing. You may drop them and it may mess up the form of it. And of course the blue ring's gonna run out. If you don't want to pick no more, you could purchase a different color. But yeah, I have more stuff in there. Mascara one, tape. This is the mirror. So when you're doing lashes, you can definitely look. You can look at your client and see like how their lashes are from the front instead of getting up, coming around and looking for the front. You can. I have one too. Mine is bigger, but as I was purchasing things, this came with something I purchased.
Okay.
So, but let me just show you this in case. So if you may want to purchase something bigger. So this is what I use on my clients.
Oh, okay.
It's way bigger, right?
Yeah, I see the difference.
Top notch as a beginner. Definitely always reach out to me if you have any questions instead of being confused or whatever, because you have like as taking this class, you have lifetime access to me. Don't think this is just a one-time thing. You'll be always able to reach out to me and ask me questions. Lifetime mentorship basically. So these are the lashes right here. All right, y'all, it's lunchtime. We 2 hours in. I'm about to eat 30 minutes real quick and then we'll get back to work. Next session is gonna be more hands-on with the mannequin. Yep, how you liking it so far?
It's great, y'all. Book out.
You heard her. Now let's get into this food though. Let's get into this Ooh, they ain't give me no fork. Now I gotta go to the store next door or a restaurant to give me a fork. Like, how do I give one fork?
Right.
Like, they don't see 2
plates.
So, give me the volume tweezer.
I'm not sure.
You know what? Okay, so remember.
None of that stuff.
Isolation. Remember, classic is more of like the J shape.
Classic.
Volume is more of like the sharp look. L. What is like a backwards L?
Okay.
L. J. L. Yep. So you'll be able to tell too, because when you start to pick it up, you're gonna realize how hard it is when you're using the wrong tweezer. This is more easier for classic, but volume is not gonna be easy. It's not. Like, it's gonna be hard. This, I never tried to actually pick up a classic, but this I'm gonna try it. But yeah, I only use this for volume. But this, like I told you when I was learning, when the instructor taught us, she didn't give us these tweezers. So yeah. But you're not gonna keep opening it, moving it. When you pick it up and you grip onto the lashes, that should be your only time, and you will hold. Yeah, that's gonna be the only time you close it. You're not gonna open it until you feel like the fan is perfect. So once you pick it up and you start fanning it, you're gonna move with your fingers, and then it's gonna start fanning. And then when you're ready, then you release. So don't release before the fan is made.
Okay.
So keep pinching until you feel like, you know, it's good. Dry up on the inside of the tips, because you can accidentally dip it in the glue when you're after you fan it and you go to dip it in your glue ring. You can get it on here, and it can be hard to open it. That means if it gets stuck on here and you can't open your tweezer, then that means you're putting too much glue. So you're not supposed to put too much glue. I'm going to show you how to dip the glue, of course, but you just want to make sure that you don't dip it a lot, because if it doesn't open, that means you're putting too much. Then you have to go through the process of trying to take it off. Now the glue's drying up, like gotta make a new fan. Too much going on. Because if you dip too much glue, the fan that you done made can start to close, because you done dipped so much to where now it's gonna start to close. And I could do like a test dummy as well, like show you what's wrong from right, so you can see what not to do. You don't only have to post just eyelashes. You could also get your lashes done and do some aftercare videos. Show them yourself show them how you wash your lashes. Show them how to put on the body guard. Show them how to use the shampoo, all of that, so they can know. Because versus you just telling them or whatever, or them trying to go figure out on their own, whatever. If it comes from directly you, they'll always refer to you like, oh yeah, I can go back to my lash tech to ask her anything. I trust her. Yada yada. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about. So now you're finally done. Now we can get hands on. I know you ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not like slow with the hands.
Okay, so here we have the gel pad, right? So you're just gonna watch me, right? And then of course you will be able to do it your own. So this is like what I do, right? So after they come in, you give them their lash bath, right? Just making sure that their lashes are squeaky clean, right? Because even though you tell them to come in with no makeup, no oils or whatever, some people still be having that on. So if you want to make sure that you're doing a good job, just clean their lashes. Because even when you're trying to put like a tape on and stuff like that, like the tape it back methods, sometimes they don't stick to the skin, because that means that they have oil and stuff like that on their skin. Like I experienced clients, I would think like, oh, up here is clean too or whatever, and then like I don't clean the eyes already, but like up here, yeah. So when I put the tape and I move it back, now the tape is not sticking. So now I have to cleanse this area so the tape can stick. Yeah. So after you cleanse, great, then you just want to tell them look up at the ceiling, or look at you, whichever one you want to tell them. And then you go ahead, you take these off, you take it apart. I got on nails.
I want to ask you, does nails like affect how you do your lashes? Like, it doesn't bother you?
I mean, I'm having short nails right now, so it's nothing. But some people be having even longer than this, and sometimes nails help to isolate. But I feel like it's more better for like people that's advanced. I'll talk to you about that a little bit once you get down there. So now I'm gonna tell them.
What's the difference between these?
That's lash mat. So me to redo it. Okay. So you want to make sure that when you're placing the gel pads on, you tell your clients to look up at the ceiling or look back up at you, and then you go ahead, you're applying it to the bottom lashes, right? Smooth, right? Same thing with the next eye. You can tell them to close it if they want until you peel it off, because the light is on top of them. And then tell them to open up again, or if their eyes are still open, good. Apply it to the bottom lashes. There's no bottom lashes on here, but you will know when you're working on somebody. And when you see me do on a girl, you'll see. What I use. So I have this barbicide disinfectant jar, and put the water in here. We'll also with the barbicide. So you will pour this and then pour some water into it. Damn, I do all these clients? I don't know, I'm gonna do all these people. Like, I did not think I had to get favors. I mean, looking like a lot of fucking people.
You usually leave all of them in there? You usually leave all of them in there?
No, I have a organizer up there where I forgot the order. Yeah. Girl, I'll be on mine. Okay, thank you. Oh, come on, while you're practicing. You want to know about the lash pillow too, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna need everything. Let me show you the pen. Okay. So let's say, what would you want to do? Let's see. Let me just write out so you could do. Let's see. Yeah. Luckily I'm showing you this so you can see. So 8, let's say you do 10, right? 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Right, that's up to you. That's different lengths. That's like someone like a cat eye, right? But I do many different ways of cat eyes. Like, it's not just one set way. And that's why people love me, because I'm wild with the cat eye. But then you also do something like, this is what you really working with. You really working with, right? So, isolation tweezer down, right? You have your volume tweezer, right? You go in. I'm gonna pick up, right? I'm looking at it to see if that's how much I really want, right? So I'm picking up. You see, I'm not at the very tip. I'm at the middle of the tweezer, right? Pull it forward. You come down here. just spread it with your, especially if you have nails, it's gonna be different too. If you have nails, it'd be harder for you this way. If you don't have nails, it's easier this way because the nails is pointing that way. But yeah, so I was able to fan it out better with it pointing, I mean, with my fingers this way. But when I don't have nails on, I'll do it this way. And everybody prefers to do it this way. When people teach, they show you how to do it this way. But being I have on nails, I did it the other way around. So now, this is like sitting on this. I'm gonna move it. So, remember the inner corner that I was telling you that you could tape it? You're gonna see when I do the girl. But look, put it through, boom, isolate. So way much harder when you want real eyes. I'm telling you, because this ain't, people real life have more lashes than this. I'm telling you, so look. Dip in it. You want to isolate first before you dip in the glue, because then you can let go and it always go back. But at least you moved it out the way. You move some of the lashes out the way because you know where you're going to place it. Then go back to dip in the glue. So now, isolation tweezer. Right? Watch me very closely. Right? Ready? Okay. So I'm pinching it, I'm closing it, right? I'm going in. And you let it and then you open it. Once you get one, it opens, right? Dip it into the glue. Then place it on top of the lash. I'm gonna do 2 more because just watching me is not gonna do nothing. It's really you. Okay. It's really you that have to do it. Right? So I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do some on the outer corner and then the inner. But remember, you're gonna watch me in a live model, so it'll be way more realistic than this. You can see it? I want the camera to see. No, forget the camera. Go ahead and place. You're welcome. And that's another thing too. The glue is also drying up while you're trying to place it, so you have to be fast. That could be another reason why it don't stick. Like if you take too long to place it, it will dry up. And don't keep re-dipping the glue a lot of times. You're going to go back like 1 or 2 more times, but 3, 4, that's too much. Right, so you see, I'm just making sure I like really got it. You see on the tip, right? Yeah. And isolate it. Go ahead and place on that one eyelash. And stay, right? And then you can also like move it too. You can move it. But don't move too much, right, to connect to the other eyelash, right? Because you don't want the stuff sticking together. So, yeah. Now it's your turn. Well, I already showed you how to use the disinfectant jar, and when you sanitizing the bed, like after each client and stuff like that, right? You always want to make sure you're wearing gloves when you're switching in between clients for sanitizing the bed. So I'm going to use a disinfectant wipe. You don't want to touch disinfectant wipes with bare hands. Okay. So, because being that she's about to get in the bed, that's why I'm wiping it down. Okay. So I'm showing it to you. So this is just wait. Right after every single client. Even if like you put on like bed sheets or whatever, like still wipe down the bed. Don't just think like, oh, bed sheet, fine, take it off, next bed sheet. No, still wipe it down. It's up to you. Yeah. Right, this has to be sleep. To the bed. Okay. So, it's so funny. So, let's say, so me when I first started out, I started with models. So I posted on Instagram, who wants to be my model for lashes or whatever, and mad people was writing me. But I put out there specifically 10, right? I put out 10. So I put my 10 people, right? So I try to model for you as well. I don't play that.
Period.
I'm not doing nothing for free. So your model fee could be up to you from either, let's say, I was charging 20, but now I think about it, as I advance, it's like, damn, I'm charging 20. But yeah, like me, if I was to do like model fees now, I would not charge no 20. I would do like 50 and up. But you're a beginner, so yeah. But yeah, so then let me just put like a range, so do 50 or whatever. And then let's say you finish. I'm almost done with like 5 minutes. And then let's say let's just say 80. And then hybrid could be, let's say, from 75 to 85. And then volume could be like, let's say 85 to 90, right? 195. Matter of fact, 90, because this is still beginner prices. Yeah. And then mega volume. About to give her her certificate, y'all. Okay, Dustin, you can come.
It's so cute. Oh, thank you.
You are welcome. Congratulations. We have our newest lashtech certified. Get into it. Show them certificate.
Oh my god. Don't look at my name. Oh my god, y'all.
Congratulations.
I enjoyed the class. Period. 10 out of 10.
And watch the duplication.
Thank you. Oh my god, it's so nice. Thank you.
Alright, so now I'm definitely gonna erase this, and then this is one more last thing I want to show you real quick. So let me just erase this. Okay.
Let me show them one more time. I don't think they saw.
Okay. Boop, separated it. Dip, dip, dip. We're gonna place this one on top. Boop.
Okay.
16. Is it? Then bases. Get me applying on her.
Yeah.
Boop. Then hold it. 1, 2. Let go. Get into it.
Period. 10 out of 10, y'all. Book her, please. She's kind and she fed me.
And what's your Instagram name?
Lash Brats with 4 Z's.
And she's located in Brooklyn, y'all. She came all the way from Brooklyn to the Bronx to take a class. Look at that. There's so many lash techs in Brooklyn, but she came all the way out here. That speaks a lot, right? So now, what is it that you want to say as far as the class or anything like that moving forward?
It was great. Like, it was a good experience, and I advise everybody to come to her, located in the Bronx, because she's very nice.
Okay, and how was it? 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.